Welcome to the Lizzie Borden house, a place shrouded in mystery, death, and the kind of secrets that chill you to the bone. On a hot August morning in 1892, one of America's most notorious murder mysteries was born. Accused of murdering her stepmother and father in cold blood, Lizzie Borden became the focus of a case that captivated the entire nation. Was she a ruthless killer, or an innocent woman unjustly accused? The Borden family was wealthy, but frugality ruled their lives. Andrew Borden, a shrewd businessman, and one of the wealthiest men in Fall River, Massachusetts, insisted on living with no modern amenities. His daughters, Lizzie and Emma, resented the simple life they were forced into, embarrassed by their home in a middle-class neighborhood, longing for more. By her early 30s, Lizzie, known for her fiery temper, had become increasingly isolated. The relationship between Lizzie and her stepmother Abby was tense, at best. Andrew's decision to leave his fortune to Abby only deepened Lizzie's resentment. August 4, 1892, started like any other day. Lizzie claimed she was in the barn searching for fishing sinkers when tragedy struck. Her father, Andrew, had just returned home when he was savagely attacked, struck 11 times with a hatchet. Upstairs, Abby's body was discovered in the guest room. She had been struck 18 times. The murders were brutal, shocking, and left little room for doubt that they were premeditated. An axe, a daughter, and a town full of suspicions. With no signs of forced entry, suspicion quickly fell on the household. Lizzie became the prime suspect. Her behavior was strange. She seemed oddly calm, and even gave contradictory statements. After a lengthy interrogation, she was arrested. The trial was a national spectacle. Newspapers painted Lizzie as either a demure woman incapable of murder, or as a cold-hearted daughter. Despite the lack of physical evidence, the prosecution argued that her motive was clear resentment toward her father and stepmother and the allure of his fortune. Against all odds, Lizzie was acquitted. With no hard evidence tying her to the crime and conflicting testimonies, she walked free. But the suspicions lingered. Lizzie's life and the town's view of her would never be the same. After her acquittal, Lizzie, now shunned by her community, changed her name to Lisbeth and moved into a grand mansion known as Maplecroft. Finally, she was able to live the life of luxury she and her sister Emma had always dreamed of, but it came at a steep price. She and Emma moved into the mansion on the hill, a part of town reserved for Fall River's elite. Lizzie hosted lavish parties but remained largely isolated, haunted by the community's judgment and the ghosts of her past. But even this mansion held secrets. Years later, Lizzie and Emma's relationship came to an abrupt end after a mysterious argument. Emma moved away, and the sisters never spoke again. Both women would die alone, ironically only 9 days apart. Lizzie passed away at 66 in her beloved Maplecroft. Her wake was held in the parlor, but few attended. Even in death, she remained a mystery, and her story continued to haunt the town. Today, the Lizzie Borden house is a popular tourist attraction, drawing visitors who seek an encounter with the unknown. Guests report strange occurrences, footsteps echoing through empty halls, cold spots, and shadowy figures. Some claim to have seen Lizzie herself wandering the house, forever tied to the scene of her alleged crime. But the story doesn't end there. At Maplecroft, residents report a mysterious figure appearing, often in the room where Lizzie's wake was held. Was she finally at peace, or forever cursed to wander the halls of her lonely mansion? More than a century has passed, yet we still wonder, was Lizzie Borden guilty, or was she a victim of circumstance? While her innocence remains debated, one thing is clear: her story has left a chilling mark on history. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe for more haunting tales and true crime mysteries, because sometimes the past refuses to rest.